Rachel Rose here for Martial Arts Mindset, and I'm joined today by Adam Smith, the voice of boxing, at the Usyk Dubois weigh-in. How are you doing?
We were just sort of wandering through.
I know.
That's
Just
what happens. It's
chaos, absolute chaos.
It is chaos. I'm really excited. It's going to be a fantastic event tomorrow night. 90,000 here at Wembley. Undisputed heavyweight championship on the line. And the buzz and the sort of fervour has been terrific because I think people genuinely think Daniel Dubois has got a chance here. That he's on great form. He's got real momentum. And I think also many people are coming to watch the living legend that is Alexander Usyk. He had most of the crowd here today at the weigh-in, and I think it's the sort of event tomorrow night where people will say, I was there, right?
Yeah.
When either Alexander Usyk was the three-time undisputed champion, or Daniel Dubois shocks the world.
Yeah. I've obviously heard a few conversations that you've had. My take on it is they're both two very individual, unique human beings, because obviously we've had Daniel Dubois being raised basically from birth to be a heavyweight champion. We've got Usyk, who's been through everything that Usyk has been through, including everything that he's going through with Ukraine and everything that he's... So they're very, very specific mentalities and human beings. I mean...
Sorry, excuse me.
Don't worry, it's all right. Oh, God, it's chaos. It's chaos. Bloody
Absolute chaos.
Absolute chaos.
And that's what Daniel Dubois has been saying all week.
He has, chaos.
That's what he's going to bring to the ring. So, yeah, look, I mean, it's fascinating, isn't it?
I mean, also, one of the things that I've been thinking about both camps have like a mentality, right? So Don Charles did make me laugh yesterday because he was trying to stay calm and then he got triggered when they were saying about the mentality thing, saying you can't change a mentality that much in 2 years. What's your take on that?
I think you can, and I think as long as you believe you're different, I think that's the most important thing. It's not for outsiders to say.
Of course.
I've been through my own illness, and it's about different perspectives on how you take life, right? And it's about confidence and belief. And I think that Daniel Dubois is the same person he's always been.
Yep.
But I think that he definitely has a different mindset. I think that he is mentally and physically a lot more mature and confident, and that's a key word,
totally,
under Don Charles. So, yeah, he's a much more dangerous 27-year-old in that ring tomorrow night than I think he was a 25-year-old in Poland, very much so. But I don't think it really matters what the Usyk camp think of Daniel Dubois' mentality, or vice versa. I don't think anything rattles Alexander. I don't think Daniel feels better than ever. So he's in a great place going into it, and that's what's important for Team Dubois.
Exactly, and I completely agree with you. I think people can grow, people can develop. You're supposed to, right? That's what we do as humans. We're supposed to evolve. I guess, do you think that the evolution is enough?
Potentially. It depends on what happens in the first 2 or 3 rounds.
Yep.
A lot of questions. Can he get to Usyk early? Can he disrupt the rhythm, the beautiful boxing that we know that Usyk can do? He has to. He has to get behind that jab, double it up, a little bit like he did against AJ, a little bit like Usyk did against AJ as well, especially in that first fight. He's got to take away the ring from Usyk, and it's a hard thing to do because Usyk's a perfectionist,
of course,
and he's brilliant. So that's what Dubois has got to do. But if Usyk can outbox him for those first 2 rounds, then it's going to come down to mental strength with Dubois, because he's going to have to dig deep at some point. And we saw the orbital eye injury with Joe Joyce. We saw the defeat against Usyk. For all the hoopla about the body shot or the low blow, ultimately he lost the fight. We're going to have to see whether he can dig deep if he needs to. But will it go that long? Is Dubois' plan just to be careful but reckless, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of aggression, but being thoughtful with it. And if he can do that and he can make a mark on Usyk in the first 6 rounds, we've got to fight.
Yeah.
If he can't, he's in trouble.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think either way, it's going to be something very interesting, very exciting to see. I think regardless of whether or not Daniel can win, I think that he will show up in a way that will make himself proud, his team proud, the Brits proud. So. Yeah, I think that, my mindset is Usyk is one, like it's not a secret that he is one of the all-time greats of our generation. He's done some absolutely astounding things, some magical things, and I feel like this isn't the passing of a baton. I feel like Daniel is going to do something on his own. I feel like he's going to create his own path, and I think that's what's so exciting about heavyweight boxing. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be one in, one out. There can just be some amazing clashes of personality. So you're thinking, what's your overall final prediction? What are you thinking? Now that you've seen them all, now you've seen the weigh-ins, now you've heard everybody.
I'm calling the fight, so I'm not going to go one way or the other.
Of course, yeah, you can't, yeah.
What I will say is that Alexander Usyk is is a heavy favourite for a reason. Everyone's looking at Daniel Dubois' last 3 or 4 fights, maybe not so much Usyk's, and the quality that Usyk has delivered and the fighters that he's been in with. Plus, he's only had 23 professional fights, and that's another thing people are overlooking or underlooking. I think Dubois got a chance. I think he's got a live chance, but I think he's going to have to disrupt Usyk within the first 4 rounds. Otherwise, he's in a whole heap of trouble, and I think Usyk is more likely to become a 3-time undisputed champion than Daniel Dubois is to shock the world. But it is a shock, and I think that if Dubois does it, it's one of the biggest stories in British sport in some time. So we don't know. When that first bell goes, no one knows, particularly in heavyweight boxing. Who would have thought Justice Uni wouldn't have got the job done against
oh my gosh, that was such a shock.
The other week, and one punch changes everything. So you never know with the big hitters in there. Daniel Dubois will never have a better opportunity. But I think Alexander Usyk is a special fighter, and I'm not sure we've seen any form, shape of decline. So he'll have to go down 1 or 2 levels, and Daniel Dubois will have to rise up 1 or 2 levels for Dubois to get the upset. That's what I think.
I agree, and I think also although Daniel may have improved, as I believe that he will have done mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is, but Usyk, like you say, hasn't declined, and I don't think Daniel Dubois at his best is actually close to an Alexander Usyk at the moment. That doesn't say that he can't do some great, amazing things, but who knows? Like we say, it's heavyweight boxing.
I think Dubois' reputation will be enhanced tomorrow night.
I agree.
I think he was brilliant against AJ. One thing I'm slightly worried about is he's been out the ring since September last year. But look, he's got the chance of a lifetime. He's making a lot of money. He's 27 years of age. I believe that it's whatever happens tomorrow night, we're going to hear a lot more about Daniel Dubois. But I think a lot of people are coming to see Alexander Usyk. He's a once-in-a-generation fighter, and I think it's more than likely he'll prove that again tomorrow night.
Amazing. Adam, thank you so much for your time. It is hot in here. I know that you've got 100 things to do, but it was lovely to see you in person, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Nice to speak to you.